All right, it's time for Going Green.
So most trains you see today are pulled by diesel-electric locomotives.
Now, the cool thing about diesel-electric locomotives is the electric part. Even though you hear a giant diesel engine and you see and smell all that black smoke, it's actually electric motors that are driving the wheels.
The giant diesel engine is actually a generator that powers the electric drivetrain.
So in the US, there are about 24,500 locomotives. And while rail is very efficient, locomotives still burn 2 to 3 gallons of diesel fuel per mile, depending on what the locomotive is hauling.
But what if you could get rid of that giant polluting diesel generator and instead power each of the cars, what Intramotive calls a tugvolt?
Right, that's what Intramotive is doing. You may remember we interviewed the CEO of Intramotive, Timothy Lucchini, last year on disruptive investing.
What we've decided to do at Intramotive is to electrify individual freight cars. So the rail car itself now has a mobility system. It creates a form factor and a vehicle flexibility, kind of like a truck.
The big news from Intramotive today is that they partnered with Carmuse Americas to deploy the world's first independently driven battery electric rail cars in revenue service at their Cedarville, Michigan calcium mine.
So what you're seeing here is their testing of the first tugvolt unit's ability to move under load. So pull a loaded traditional rail car and then remotely dump material. Now, rail is already one of the cheapest forms of overland transportation, but Intramotive is planning on making traditional rail, which is a $113 billion industry, even cheaper by powering train cars with electric.
If you want to learn more, check out our interview with Tim over on Disruptive Investing channel.
So Intramotive completed their Series A funding round of $14.4 million in August and have grown to a team of 50. And what I thought was cool in this video, you can kind of see a pickup truck driving alongside it. They're actually controlling that train with a smartphone. And then you can decouple these. So this could be part of a bigger train with a locomotive. And then you can get to a rail yard or some other place, decouple the car, and then drive it around autonomously. And that's kind of what I love about our job, is that we get to meet and interview all these really smart people that are solving problems and then share them with you
before most people have even heard about them. So subscribe to the Disruptive Investing channel to help us do more of this. So it looks like another country has joined Norway in going from majority ICE car sales to majority EV sales. Denmark.
Skatteministeriet reports that the Danish Minister of Taxation, Rasmus Stoklund, said the latest figures show that Danes have embraced electric cars to such an extent that it seems that for the first time in Denmark, more electric cars will be sold than petrol and diesel cars in the course of 1 year.
Yeah, last year in Denmark, EVs ended the year with a 42% market share of all cars sold.
In the month of this November, those numbers were up 61% of passenger cars sold in Denmark.
And for the year so far, as of November 30th, just over 50% of all newly bought cars in Denmark were electric.
Now, the funny thing is that only 12% of cars in dealer lots in Denmark are electric, despite the fact that over 50% sold are electric. I'd like to buy a red electric car, please.
We don't seem to have any red electric ones. How about a red diesel one? We got plenty of those.
Are you from New Jersey?
Hey, listen, buddy, all car dealers are from New Jersey.
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Tuesdays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below and head over to the Now You Know channel.